Good morning, fire breathers. Happy Friday. This is take 3 for me. I'm going to try to keep this one short without going on a tangent. 2019, 06, 07, home and gym. Your main priority is the same. Both tracks have CHAD programmed. CHAD as RX is 1,000 step-ups for time, 20-inch box, 45 for men, 35 for women, pound rucksack. So if you're doing this RX, 20 inches, backpack, loaded up to meet the RX weight. If you don't have a hiking backpack or a rucksack that you can load, and it doesn't have to be with weights, you can throw anything heavy in there to equal the weight. But if you don't have a backpack that you want to load up that way, you can absolutely use a weight vest. Just throw extra weights in to equal the working weight. That would also count for RX. Scaling options for this. There's a couple different things. You can do the 1,000 step-ups, so the 20 inches, but unloaded, so body weight only. You can do the backpack weighted, but cut the number of reps down. So depending on where you're at in your fitness journey, how your legs are feeling today, how you've been fueling, cutting down the amount of reps and your volume could be beneficial. Now, because again, we train to train another day. So our goal with hero workouts is not to leave you wrecked for the next 2 weeks. You will be sore, it's supposed to hurt, it's a HeroWOD, it's hard, but it still should be graspable. So again, check your ego at the door. Where are you at? What do you need to do? How does this look for you? For the home track specifically too, just because we've never called for equipment before, and a box is technically equipment, you can do this on a step, like literally a step that you have in your house, whether it's outside or inside. Just be careful of the surface that you're on. If you want to go up and down your steps, that's also fine. Just know that the rep count for this is up, up, down, 1. Like up on top of your box is 1. So each step you go up would count. You could count down, but just know it's also going to be different. And down is actually harder on your knees. So just keep that in mind. And if you need to do body weight and scale the height of the step and the volume, again, perfectly fine. Keep in mind that what you're looking for here is about an hour's worth of work. Might be a little bit faster for our higher level athletes, might be a little bit longer for those whose endurance and muscular endurance isn't quite there. But I mean, anywhere from 50 to probably, I would say at max 80 minutes. If you think you're gonna take longer than an hour and 15 minutes, scale some portion of it. Make sure you have water. Make sure that your ankles, your hips, your back is all kind of ready and good to go. You don't need to necessarily be warm for this workout, but you need to make sure that like you don't have any tightness or anything weird going on anywhere before you start. This is the second time this year that CHAD has been programmed for Dracarys Fit. So if you were a member back in January when this did get programmed and you have a CHAD score, by all means use that to base what you should be doing today. If not, if you need to talk to me, let me know. We can figure out what's best for you. But yeah, just again, let's see, Chad Wilkinson was still serving in the Navy, 22 years of service. At the time of his death in October of last year, or 18. What year is it? 19, yeah, 18, last year. On that note too, I don't think it's Mental Health Awareness Month anymore. I think that was last month, or it might be August. Mental health is always important. So just again, remember, We need to get rid of the stigma of mental health services. So if you are struggling with anything, reach out. You can reach out to me, whether you're just stumbling upon this workout and you know me or not, whether you're a Dracarys Fit free trial member or a paying member, or you're never going to do my programs ever, but you need someone to talk to, or you need help figuring out resources for you. I am more than willing to do that. And there's lots and lots and lots of local and national resources available at your disposal for whatever issues you may be struggling with, whether you're a civilian or a veteran. So that's that. And then gym track, you also do have one more task to either finish up with if you're really got a lot of time and you want a super high volume training day, or as a substitute instead of, you've got a workout called Likela. Handstand walks, GHD sit-ups, Dball cleans, and a Dball carry. So gymnastics and core work, basically. As always, for the handstand walks, I am a believer and I coach that if you're not actively kicking up free and trying to walk without anything around you, you're never going to find that balance or gain that trust in yourself to be able to do it. So TikTok, practice kicking up and taking walk. Find that balance point. Find that trust in yourself that you can walk on your hands. Give yourself a time limit, like no more than 10 minutes, regardless of how far you go. If you're not to that point and you're still just working on that upper body strength and stability and shifting body weight, you can absolutely do shoulder taps. Do the number that it calls for, the amount of meters. So it would be a lot, but again, it's a lot. You can also do pike shoulder taps. So put your feet up on a box, butt up in the air, and tap your shoulders. Like, you'd be like this and tap. And then if none of those are an option, you can bear crawl. And I would bear crawl twice the distance. For the GHD sit-ups, if you can't do those RX, you can do decline sit-ups or butterfly sit-ups, whatever level you're at with that for that volume. Dball cleans. Dball will be from the ground up and over your shoulder. If you don't have access to a Dball, you can use a sandbag and then scale the weight down if you need to, or use a barbell. And then you're doing Dball carry for a certain amount of distance. So a little bit of grunt work and gymnastics and core. So great work this week, guys. Keep up the great work. Enjoy your weekends and Dracarys.